Today, a hero emerges from the shadows to step into the world of Football Manager content. His goal is world domination. He won't stop until every other creator is vanquished.
I'm just here to play a video game. Hello and welcome to the first ever video on this channel. My name is Dan, and as you can probably tell by the title, the channel name and the fact that Football Manager is loaded up in the background, we're going to be playing some Football Manager. As a new channel, it would be very much appreciated if you could like the video, leave a comment and hit the bell icon for notifications. I need all the help I can get. I'm starting from scratch, even if it's just out of pity, you know what, I'll take it. So the first series on this channel is literally going to be a straight up save, nothing fancy, no parameters, no rules, self-inflicted rules. It's literally just going to be a Football Manager save, and we've chosen AS Roma. So today we're going to get into the team, just have a look at the players really, think about what kind of tactic we're going to be playing, and then episode 2 I'll come back after the transfer window for the first couple of games of the season. Anyway, let's get into it. Pearson apparently lacks the reputation of a title specialist. Seems a bit disrespectful, but we'll try and change that. So, reputation is 4-star, which means we're basically a European team, but we're not one of the top European teams. Media prediction is 6th. Personally, I'm going to be looking at hitting the Champions League spots. I don't know if they're 4th or 3rd in Italy. Either way, Champions League is my own personal goal. The transfer budget 10 million. Not a lot really, that is it. We've got a wage budget of 1.8 million a week. The club's won the Serie A 3 times, 1 Europa League, 9 Italian Cups, 1 Serie B, 2 Italian Super Cups, and 1 no longer in function Anglo-Italian Cup. We've got superb training facilities, state-of-the-art youth facilities, and excellent youth recruitment. If this save goes on quite a long way into the future, that could be quite useful. So this is kind of the suggested formation we're looking at. We've got a 4-2-3-1. I think it's a 4-2-3-1 with 2 defensive midfielders as opposed to 2 central midfielders. I tend to play, no matter what squad I've got, I usually go for a 4-3-3 or a 4-2-3-1. So this is probably something along the lines of what I'm going to go for. So the club culture is sign players under the age of 23, sign high reputation players and develop players using the club's youth system. That shouldn't be too much of an issue, given that the youth facilities are rather good. They are looking at building a stadium in the next 5 years, increasing the commercial revenue, and we're working within the wage budget. So the board targets are actually qualified for the Champions League, and yet the media predict me to finish 6th, so it could be a bit of a struggle. I'm fairly confident. Right, let's get into the thick of it. Roma hired Pearson as manager. Let's have a look at the players in the last year of the contract. Tell you what, there's a lot of dross. There's a lot of dross. Mkhitaryan is the only one with a 3.5-star potential and ability. He's actually not bad, actually, to be fair to him. He's better than I thought he'd be, but we're not going to renew him yet. We'll give him a few months, because given his age of, what is he, 32? Yeah. I'm going to be looking to get someone younger and slightly better. Just a confirmation of the club expectation and visions again. So like I said, it's to qualify for the Champions League. That's what I'm looking for anyway. They want to challenge for the Serie A title the following season. I think it's doable with this team. I think it's doable with the facilities and the youth system, etc. Right, let's have a look at the team. So, first thing I always do, order it by ability. I know the stars aren't always accurate. I tend to use them as a bit of a guide. So, Jordan Veretout, we're looking at a central midfield role, maybe a DM. He's quite versatile. His defensive stats are not the best, but his physicals, his technicality, his vision, and attacking wise, not the slowest either. He's decent. So we could play him as a central midfielder, maybe a deep line playmaker, maybe a box to box. There's options there with him. He's wanted by 4 big clubs, so if we do want to cash in on him, that could be an option as well. Mkhitaryan, probably going to look to play him on the left hand side, cutting in on his right foot. If not, he can play in the number 10 as well. Like I said before, because of his age, I'm going to be looking to replace him in the next few, well, probably 6 months or so, really. And then I remember my transfer budget. It's not going to happen, is it? Unless I can make some money. Patricio's by far and away the first choice keeper. We've got 2 keepers out on loan, and the second choice keeper is not very good at all, so that's not even a question. Zaniolo is a bit of a talent. He's going to be playing on the right hand side, cutting in on his left foot. Again, he can play in the hole as a number 10. He's only 22 as well, so he could still improve. Pellegrini is a central midfielder or an attacking midfielder. See, the more I look at it, I do prefer a 4-3-3, but the more I look at this, it's going to have to be a 4-2-3-1 because we've got so many options to rotate number 10 out if we need to. I really do like the look of him as number 10. If not, maybe an advanced playmaker from centre midfield, maybe a Metzala, or a central midfielder on attack. Spinazzola, decent again, very, very quick left back. He will be playing. I will have my fullbacks on. I'll have my fullbacks on wing back, I think, because naturally when we've got inverted wingers, people cutting in on their inside foot, you want that width and you want those wing backs to overlap. Or maybe I should say I do. That's just the way I always play Football Manager. Tammy Abraham is going to be the main man. Very young, very quick as well as good in the air, and very good work rate. He's by far and away the starting number 9. All my better players, to be honest, seem to be more, apart from Spinazzola, tend to be attacking players. I don't know if that's a worry or a positive, to be honest. Mancini's not bad, not the quickest. It's a good squad. I think it's a good squad, and I think it's very much capable of finishing 4th or 3rd, I think. Now that could be the famous last words, and it could all go wrong from here, but I'm going to stick with it, and I think it's capable of doing that. So if I load up I'm just going to load up a 4-2-3-1 wide. And we're going to just start putting some of the players in. So like I say, Veretout, what we're looking at for him. Because we also need to maintain a bit of balance in this formation. We can't just have all the best players playing in whatever role they want. I'll put Mkhitaryan on the left. And then we know Tammy's going in at centre forward. And we know Patricio's going at goalkeeper. We definitely know Spinazzola's going to be a left back. Zaniolo will be the right hand side. Right, the attacking midfield again. I might have to weigh up all the different attributes and see which one's best suited, because it could be Pellegrini, it could be Zaniolo, it could be Mkhitaryan. I'm tempted to go with Pellegrini just for the fact that he's not quite as quick as Mkhitaryan and Zaniolo. I'll put Veretout in, of course. So my other centre midfielder is probably looking at Cristante, who is not quick whatsoever. Apart from that, he's quite well rounded. Can pass a bit. Can also defend. Tackling is not great. Work rate's good. Aggression is not good. Teamwork's very good. Acceleration is absolutely dreadful. How can you be 26 and be that slow? Bloody hell. See, I was going to look to try and fit some sort of destroyer, maybe a ball-win midfielder in or something like that, but I'm not sure if I have the squad to do it, really. We'll put Mancini at centre-back, the other centre-back. Probably weighing up between Smalling and Ibanez. As a United fan, I know all about Chris Smalling, and those technicals are not good, are they? Ibanez is younger as well. We're going with Ibanez. Ibanez. Tell me in the comments which one it is. Yeah, Ibanez. And then right back. Why do Roma seem to like loaning out the best players? Very strange. This is just a rough guide. Obviously, after this episode, I'm going to do all my set pieces. I'm going to do my tactics properly, set my scouts up, that sort of thing. This is kind of what I'm looking at. Abraham, I do like an advanced forward, especially in this game, so I'm probably just going to keep him as an advanced forward. Mkhitaryan, like I mentioned, it's going to be either an inside forward or an inverted winger. We'll call it an inverted winger and support just for now. Zaniolo, what I like to do is, I don't even know if it makes much of a difference, but I like to have a bit of, is it unpredictability, I'd say maybe? So if he's an inverted winger, on the opposite side, I'd like to go with like an inside forward. And you might say, well, they're doing the same thing anyway, but yeah, but it just gives him some, like obviously pushes forward. And I also like to have like conflicting support to attack roles. So if Mkhitaryan's on a support, I'm going to put the right hand side on an attack. And then also vertically, Spinazzola will be on attack if Mkhitaryan's on support, and Karsdorp will be on support if he's on attack. It just seems to give, in my opinion, it gives your attack a bit more, just a few more layers, a bit more fluency. It gives the opponent more to think about. And like I said before, I'm going to put the wing backs. I'm going to put the full backs as wing backs, because I think we're going to want them to cut inside and leave the space open for these to run up and down the wings. I always try and get a ball playing defender in at centre back, just one of them, just so we have a bit of a base to build from at the back. Mancini's quite good at that, to be fair. I think Mancini might be the option. Because that wing back's on attack, I'm going to put Mancini over this side here. Right, midfield. This is kind of the bit that's giving me more headaches. Ferretu's attacking stats are quite good. Cristante just worries me because of his tackling is poor and his speed's not good. His positioning is not great either, so it doesn't really make up for his speed. But you want Veretout with that attacking prowess to be the one that goes forward. So I think if we put him, what do we reckon? I'm thinking maybe a deep line playmaker on defend, or do we just go for a ball winning midfielder? Maybe we go on ball winning midfielder and just look at buying somebody better. You know what we're doing it. And then Veretout. The other thing about Veretout, I'm a bit worried, like, if I put him on a box to box, or any of these ones that have some sort of roles such as like get further forward or move into channels, I feel like I'm vacating Cristante a bit, and with his lack of pace it could be a bit worrying that. So I think I'm going to keep him on a deep line playmaker on support, just to kind of maintain that double pivot a bit. Pellegrini, we're going to be looking at probably just an advanced playmaker. You know what, we might stick him on attack, because we're going to be beating most people in this league. I want to attack them. I think that's going to be the basic idea of the tactic. I'm going to sit down and really think about my team instructions and that sort of thing after the episode finishes. But I think, give or take a few minor tweaks, that's kind of going to be the idea. Squad depth, let's see what we need to improve. So, straight away, you're looking at defence, aren't you? Left back, centre back. The best we've got, according to the coach, is 3-star centre backs. We probably also need to just bring in another backup goalkeeper, just while they're on loan. Could nick one out of the youth team, but I'd rather they play every week. So I'll probably look to bring in an older keeper as a backup. Yeah, centre back is a must, and I think a left back's a must, and then right back even as well. The other thing is, they're not very. A lot of these players aren't very young, are they? You can look at Florenzi when he comes back. Karsdorp, he's not a bad age to be fair, and he's quite good. And David Santon, not young again. So, Abraham I'm fine with. We might have to look at Trent. He's not bad actually. Shomorodov, he's not bad. Right, so just before we go, I'll have a quick look at the youth teams, see if we've got any prospects. We've got Matteo Cancellieri. Not bad. 19, he's on loan at Verona. He might be able to come back in and do a job, or maybe next season. I'm not sure if he'll ever start, but he could be a decent addition to the squad. We've got Milanese. He's 18, also on loan at Alessandria. And again, probably going to have to develop rather quickly to get into my first team, but he could be a squad player. And then in the under 18s, you've got probably just one prospect, and that's this guy. And at 16, you don't know how he's going to turn out yet, so it's not even holding hope on him really. Right, looking at the schedule, we're in the Europa Conference League 4th qualifying round. I have no idea who enters at that stage. We're probably going to play somebody I've never ever heard of before. I think I'm going to do my tactics, all my scouting, my transfers, to set everything up, and we'll probably come back for episode 2 on 19th of August to play whoever we're playing in that, and then we'll probably play through to the Cagliari game, and then episode 3 will probably have the derby against Lazio as well as the Milan match. It's a couple of difficult ones to start the season. We've got Fiorentina away. I'm sure they'll still have. There's not been an update, has there? So they'll still have Vlahovic. Yeah, they do. Lazio away, obviously, well, or at home because we share a ground, but it's a local derby, probably a similar standard to me. It's going to be a difficult one. And then AC Milan away, who are top of the league in real life, I believe. So it's not an easy start to the season, but we're going to look to get a few points on the board. So looking at the finances then, we've got 23 million in the club overall balance. With a transfer budget at 10 million, it's only, it's not too much more anyway, so we need to be trying to bump that up, basically. And to do that, you get in the Champions League, get the Champions League group stage and beyond. That's the way to make money on this game. That's the way to make money in real life. We'll probably look at trying to sell a couple of players as well for a bit of money, but to get more transfer budget, better facilities, the overall balance of the club has got to go up, so that is going to be a target. Right guys, I'm going to wrap up the video there. Thanks very much for watching. Like I said before, this is the first ever video on this channel, so if you've not been too impressed by the quality of the video or my awkward talking and rambling, then stick with it because I'm only going to get better at it, hopefully. I will be back with episode 2 on Thursday. I'm hoping to make it a kind of Tuesday, Thursday days to aim at getting content out. I don't want to overcommit yet, just because I have no subscribers as of this moment recording. But yeah, 6 o'clock UK time, Tuesday and Thursdays is hopefully going to be the time slot I go for with videos going forward. So look out for episode 2 on Thursday night at 6 o'clock. Like I say, please like, comment and subscribe to the video. It'll really be appreciated. And with that, cheerio.